Welcome to Fightmaster Yoga, where it's not about the pose and you don't have to be perfect. Hi, I'm Leslie Fightmaster, and this is fun-loving, full-body yoga stretch. We'll focus on the hips today. Let's get started. Sit up nice and tall, shins crossed. Feel free to sit up on a cushion or a pillow. Close your eyes and begin to take a couple of long, smooth breaths. And bring your hands together. On our journey of the joy of living, today's reminder is you be you. No apologies and no disclaimers. Release your hands and let your eyes softly blink open. And then sitting up nice and tall, inhale, sweep your arms out, around, and up with your palms facing each other. As you exhale, bring your fingertips down. Inhale, pull the chest forward. You can stay right here, or exhale, start to walk forward any amount. Focus on your ujjayi breathing, slightly constricting the back of your throat, breathing in and out through your nose. And then see if you can release any tension in the neck, the shoulders, your jaw. And then if you came forward, inhale, walk yourself up. Bring your hands behind you. Do the yoga switch. And ground down through the sitting bones again. Next inhale, sweep the arms out, around, and up with your palms facing each other. Nice and tall. As you exhale, hinge from your hip creases, fingertips down. Pull your chest forward to lengthen your spine. Inhale. You can stay right here, or on your exhale, walk your fingers forward any amounts. And then once you get to where you're going to be, just start to relax. You can relax your arms, your shoulders. You can even let your head hang all the way down if you like. Just concentrate on smooth, long breaths. And then as you inhale, walk yourself back up. And we'll make our way to table, hands and knees. Wrists under shoulders and knees under hips. Spread out your fingers. And be sure to pull in through your belly and start to firm the outer hips in. As you inhale, we're going to take the right leg out to the right, kind of like the dog at the fire hydrant. And either keep it here or exhale, extend the leg out to the right, keeping the toes pointed straight ahead. And then inhale, bend it. Exhale to extend. One more. Inhale, bend that knee. And exhale, extend it out to the side. Good. Set it down onto the floor and then stretch yourself back. Kind of like a child's pose with a leg out. And now inhale, make your way back up, hands and knees. And exhale, we'll take it to the floor again. So just double check, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. As you inhale, left leg lifts, so you want your knee in line with the hip. Try to squeeze that right hip in towards center. Either keep it here or extend it out, heel in line with the hip. Inhale, bring it back to center. So your weight's going to want to go to the right, so try to shift it towards center. Exhale, extend or stay. Inhale, bend it. Keep it up there. Exhale, extend. And then set it on down. Walk yourself back to this modified child's pose. Take another breath. Relax. And then inhale back up onto the hands and knees, but then walk your hands and knees a little bit further apart. Now press back so that your hips remain over your knees, and now start to walk your hands forward for Anahatasana. We'll walk forward here, And then point your thumbs up toward the ceiling. And now, just for fun, we're going to take those knees about as wide as your mat and continue to stretch. And if you can, this is probably going to look a little awkward, but if you can start to take the knees a little bit wider so they start to come into a frog pose. So if you are taking them wider, make sure your hips aren't coming forward. You want to keep your hips back and then your knees in line with your hips. You can even press with your hands to make sure they don't go too far forward. Just 2 breaths here. And then we'll walk ourselves back up. Bring the knees in and onto the hands. Walk your hands about a handprint forward. Turn your inner elbows gently toward the front. Tuck the toes for downward dog. And go ahead and keep your knees a little bit bent here as you warm up. Start to straighten one leg and the other. And breathe. Stretch back for a breath. And take an inhale. Come up onto your toes. Exhale it out. Bend your knees, look up past the fingers, and walk your feet to your hands. Then inhale, come halfway, lift. Exhale, fold, bend the knees as you like. And press through the feet to rise up as you inhale. Pull those ribs and belly in, lengthen butt toward heels, and samastitihi. We're going to do a little bit of balancing. Ground down through your left leg first. Both legs firm. Make sure the outer edges of feet are parallel with the outside of the mat. Pick up your right foot for tree. Take it. You can keep the ball of the foot on the floor. Take it below or above your knee. Find a spot to focus on to help with your balance. Squeeze that left hip in towards center. Drop down through the right hip and add your arms when you're ready. Relax your shoulders just a little bit on either side of your neck. And breathe. Just a few breaths here. And then we're going to take that same leg, that right leg that's up, and just slide it above the left knee. Then bring your hands to your heart and start to bend your left knee and send your hips back. I would look at you, but I think I'll fall. You can stay here. You could take your forearms onto your shin. You might even reach your fingertips for the floor. Drop your hips, but keep, instead of rounding, keep your chest moving forward in a nice flattened back. Take one more breath here. Now we're going to slowly come back up the way we went down. Keep that leg up a little bit longer. Now can you cross your right knee over the left and possibly bend the left knee and wrap it around. Then take the arms out. We've got right leg on top, so we'll take left over right. Just 3. Now squeeze those outer hips in so we can get a little strengthening in the outer hips. 2 and 1. Release. Back to Tadasana. So make sure the outer edges of your feet are parallel. Ground down through your right leg. Take your left foot up into tree, anywhere above or below your knee. Find your spot to focus on as you settle in. Squeeze that right hip into center. Drop the left hip down. Add your arms when you feel ready. As you reach up, keep your ribs drawing in and soften around the neck. Breathing here. And we're going to take the left foot, the one that's up in tree, and bring it just above the right knee. Flex that left ankle. Now bring your hands to your heart and start to bend your right leg as you send your hips back. But as you send your hips back, keep your chest nice and wide. You can stop anywhere along the way. You might rest your forearms on your shin. You might even take your fingertips to the floor. But remember, instead of rounding the back, chest forward. And check out that foot on the floor. Mine was turned out a little bit. It has a mind of its own, so keep the foot parallel with the outside of your mat. Take one more breath here. And then we will come back up the way we went down. So if you're all the way down, pause at your shin. Bring your hands to your heart. And then take that same leg, that left leg, and wrap it around the right. So it might just wrap once. You might be able to get it to wrap around the calf. Take your arms out. Left leg's on top, so we'll do right arm over the left. You can always touch your shoulders as well. Just a couple breaths here as you squeeze your outer hips, inner thighs. This one's called Garudasana, or eagle. And we'll release and release. Good job. Come to the top of the mat. As you inhale, sweep your arms up. On your exhale, hinge from your hip creases, fold with a long spine, bend the knees as needed. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, make your way into plank pose, top of a push-up. Now knees can be up or down here. We're going to lower to the floor. So chest forward, heels back, shift your shoulders forward about an inch, hug your elbows in as you slowly lower. Then slide your hands by your low ribs, press all 10 toenails down. Inhale for little cobra. Exhale, release down. Keep your belly lifted and send your sitting bones toward your heels. Inhale again for cobra, roll the shoulders back. Maybe a higher cobra. If it hurts your back, then don't do it, stay with low cobra. Maybe upward facing dog, thighs and knees off the floor. And then exhale, make your way into down dog. Ooh, I ran out of mat back there. Stretch all the way back. And now looking forward, we're going to come through and sit. So bend the knees and lightly step or hop. And sit. And then turn and face the long side of your mat because it'll be more comfortable. Take soles of the feet together and knees apart in Baddha Konasana. Sitting up nice and tall here. So for some, you can keep your hands just behind you and work here. If you have any issue with your knees, put folded blankets or pillows or blocks underneath your thighs. Inhale, stay up or hinge from the hips to come forward. Exhale. And then those shoulders, they want to kind of become earrings, so drop them away from your ears. Lead with your chest and breathe. And then we'll inhale and make our way back up and take the legs wide for Upavista Konasana. So knees and toes point up to the ceiling, hands behind you. And once again, if this is plenty, then just stay here. Remember, never matters how deep you get into a stretch, just as long as you feel that there's a stretch happening. And you don't ever want to go deeper than what your body is telling you, and your body speaks to you in sensations. So you can stay right here is perfect. Or fingertips in front, pull the chest forward, inhale, hinging at your hip crease. So we're not going to round down, but we're going to lean forward to come forward. Now it's really important as you stretch that you keep your muscles engaged, unless we're doing a yin yoga class, and that's completely different. But otherwise, want to keep these legs nice and firm, and you do that by pulling your toes back and pressing your heels down. Don't forget to breathe. Just one more breath. Okay, last breath. I liked it. All right, we'll walk it back up. Now, from here, you're going to find your right leg. In fact, I'll mirror you, so we'll do the same. You're going to externally rotate it. Then pick up this foot, take your heel right in towards your belly button, and then release it. Do the other side. Externally rotate, heel, belly button, and then release it. To the first side. Externally rotate, heel, belly. Now see if you can take it across and rest it on your left thigh. And then we'll release it. Externally rotate, bring the heel to the navel, take it across, maybe set it down, but watch that your ankle and your knee don't hurt. If they do, don't do it. You can stay right here. Extend it out. So now you're going to do your right leg and bring heel to the navel, bring it across, set it down. Take your left leg and take it underneath the right. See if that works. Then extend it and release. Left leg, heel to the navel, bring it across, set it down, bend the right leg and take it underneath. So now you're in half lotus, or not. Let's release that, and then we will see what happens if we go for full lotus. I'm doing it backwards. I usually do the other leg first. So right heel to navel, bring it across. And then as you bring this other leg across, you have to lean yourself back. I'm not used to doing it this way, so you can get it on top. Now, pain in the knees, pain in the ankles, it's a no-go. You got to do what your body says. All right, let's release it. And then just for fun, so you know what it feels like, what I just did, we'll do left leg first. Bring it across and over, so heel to the navel, then take it across, lean back, take your other leg on top. Lotus. It's not an easy pose, so you gotta move into it very, very slowly. But remember, slow is real. Let's release that, and then we're gonna make our way onto our backs. Slowly. Hug the knees in, and then take your feet to the floor, shift your hips over to your right and your knees to the left, just a few breaths in a twist. You can cross the right over left if you like. Look over your right shoulder if you can. Turn your belly up to the ceiling. 3 big breaths. And then slowly head to center. Bring your knees to center and your hips to center. And then shift your hips over to the left, knees to the right. Cross left over right if you like to. Scoot that right shoulder over, look to the left. Turn your belly up toward the ceiling. 3 long breaths. Nice and smooth. Then inhale, bring your knees to center, your head to center, your hips to center. Draw the knees in, lengthen through the low back for a brief Shavasana. And don't skip your Shavasana. It's an important part of your practice. Lengthen your sitting bones. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. Let your feet flop open, arms by your sides, palms up. And now just let your breath breathe you. Quiet mind. Quiet body, Shavasana. Today's quote is from Brené Brown. Owning our own story can be hard, but not nearly as difficult as spending our lives running from it. Embracing our vulnerabilities is risky, but not nearly as dangerous as giving up on love and belonging and joy. The experiences that make us the most vulnerable. Only when we are brave enough to explore the darkness will we discover the infinite power of our light. Take a slightly deeper breath in. As you exhale, start to move fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. Take a long stretch through your arms and your legs. And then bend the knees, roll yourself to your right. Pause here, thanking yourself for showing up today. Every time you show up, you're taking good care of yourself. And your health is your most important asset. Use your left hand to come on up, pressing up. Come back to your comfortable seat. Hands together. Hands to your forehead, reminding you to have clear and loving thoughts. Hands to heart center, reminding you to have clear and loving intentions. Hands to your mouth, reminding you to have clear and loving communication, sending this positive energy out to all beings everywhere. Namaste. If you enjoyed your stretch today, you're going to love this one. I've gotten a lot of good feedback. And did you know that this class is part of my Hatha Yoga Joy 30-day program? For the whole program, click right here.